In the demo, we will go over the following. We will see how to set up a new environment from Git, development environment from Git. We'll review a basic customization of an empty component. We will create a component to put in the brief results page with an external link, followed by another component that will be displayed in the full detail section of the full view record. Extract tokens from the PNX and send it to an external service to display an AI-generated image. During the examples we will go through, we will see how we can access the store and fetch data to be used. We will also see how we can test our work with two flavors. One is using a local customization package URL parameter, and the second is using a proxy to a real environment. And we will finalize our session with uploading the package to our Alma environment. So this is what we will go through, and let's start. So this is from this link. You can let me press the link, and we will see. So pressing the link will open a file, will download the file from Git. Let me show you the file. Okay, so there it is, custom module main, and this is all the files for the customization package that we will need in our working environment. One very special, I don't know if special, we can do some, we can manage without it, but for a very ease of use, let's see this file. Let me show you. Okay, so this is the content of the file. It has an inst ID and view ID. Where this comes from, let me show you another link. This is coming from here. So for every URL for the NDE, we have, and also for Primo, we have the VID, which is a combination of the institution code and the view name. So, so this is the parameters that we will need to put in the project. And so let's go to the development environment. This is the package. I've already extracted it, and this is what we are seeing. This is the file. So let's run npm install as in the instruction. Npm install will install all the dependencies that this project needs. It will create a node modules folder with the content of all the dependencies. After that, we can let's review another file, the custom one module file. The only thing that is relevant to you is this mapping, as I mentioned in the presentation before. This is the selector, the selector, and the component that you just written. So it's a mapping between which selector should serve this selector from the ND. Before, I will review what is before, after, and nothing. Basically, before means that our new component will be displayed in the page before the component that we're about to customize. After, it will put it after, and without any suffix, it will override the entire component. So let's create a new component. Let's use the Angular CLI schematics command, which is the ng, G for generate, C for component. Let's just give it a name first. first component, and we will need a module. This is not changeable for now. So this will be the custom one module. Let me see that I'm copying the correct command. So this is the command. No. This is the command. No. This is it. Minus minus module. Custom one dash module. Let's go back to our project. Custom one dash module. This will create a new component named first component. And let's see what we just created. First component, this is the first component. 4 files are generated automatically. The JavaScript, the component itself, the HTML of the component, and the other two is the CSS, and this is for testing it, irrelevant for you. So that's it. Now that we've created a new component, let's take the name of the component and map it in the custom module. Let's create a new one. This is the selector. We'll shortly see where to take it from. And this is the first component. Now, if we will go to the NDE, we will see that we can inspect the page and see that we have every NDE selector is prefixed with NDE. So we have the ng uproot. This is not customizable. Layout, logo, main menu. Okay, let's take the main menu. And let's put it here. Now, as I mentioned, there is before, after, and none. If I will use none, let's start the local server. ngserve will start a local server on port 4201. And once the server is, this is the environment I'm connected to. And as I mentioned, we will see how to test our work with two flavors. So let's use the first one, which use local custom package. This is to need to add to the URL this parameter, use local custom package equals true. Let's see if our page is up. Yes, it's up. And let's see, as we see here, we didn't mention if it's first or if it's before or after, meaning it will override the entire component, as we see here. So you don't see the OTB component, we see our new component that we just created. Let's move it to before. See, it's compiling. And now it's up. Let's refresh the page. Sometimes when you refresh the page, you can lose this parameter and you won't see your changes. So take that in mind. And if you don't see your changes, probably it's because the parameter got lost. So now that we use the before, we see that the first component appearing before the main menu links. Let's move it after. Save the file, compile, refresh. And now we will see seed IBM. Let's put some color in its HTML, just to see that everything is also compatible. Color, I don't know, blue, pink. Let's save it, refresh. Okay, so this is our first component, which is this pink HTML paragraph that we decided to put here. Okay, so now that we've seen a very basic example, I will show you more more examples. Let's delete this one because we don't need this. And after, let me, okay, this is another thing. When you are using the NGG generate, it will also put the new component in the module. This is the module that we've defined, that we attached the new component to. So it automatically put the first component import statement here. So if we will remove it, because we deleted the file, and we also need to remove it from here. This is why it's important to use the ng CLI commands, because it will generate all the required dependencies wherever you need it. Okay, so let's see. So I have another recommendation in the NDE search results. Okay, so this is the HTML. I'm not going to go through the logic of the HTML. Basically, it will have an href of this link and will display the search term that we search for. It will present it in the HTML and outcoded H1 and then outcode with an outcoded link to this URL. So let's have a look at the component logic. So this is the component, and what we see is something very special, because in here, this is how you can extract data from the store. From using a selector, as I mentioned, in the NDE, we're using NGRX Redux to store the state of the application. And this is the selector, and I will show you how you can see all the selectors that we have in the application. So here I have the Redux plugin, and we can see that this is all the Redux is for managing the store in the application, reviewing it. It's part of the DevTools of Chrome. So here I see this is all the selectors that we have, and see here we have the search. Search, this is the one I used in this example, and for search, you see now, because I haven't made any search, it's empty. If we will perform a search, we will see that the search is automatically its data is being populated once it's complete. And this is all the attributes that this selector has. And what I want to take is the search term here, to take the search term from the page. So this is what we are doing here. This is just to define a type, and this is the selector, create feature selector. This is a way to access the root element of the selector, and from that selector we can select the state dot search params dot queue. This is the path that we've seen here. It's the search, which is the state is the root element, search params, and the queue. This is the water. And this is what it's done here. And this is an observable, and its data will be changed whenever it will be changed in the UI. It's two-way binding, and we will get notified when it's done, and it will be automatically presented in the page. So this is the logic of the component. This is the HTML, as we've seen before, and let's see now how we can attach this component to our application. So we have NDE search results container before. Okay, so let's put it here. And let's see what is this selector. We'll go back to the page. We will see this is the NDE search results container, and we are going to put it before everything. So if we save this file, it will be compiled, and now we can go to the page and see our new component. Let's refresh the page. You see we don't have this custom, so let's put it again. There it is. Let's perform a search. And oops, we have this. This is the new element. It's centered. If we will open the filters, we'll see that it is centered to the page. And this is the search term that we took from the store, and we use it to display and use in the new component. Okay, so the third component that I'm going to show, it's again another use, a bit complex use of the accessing the selector, the store of the application. So this is the NDE full details image component. This is the component, and what we see here is basically combining two selectors, and I will shortly show you why we need to combine two to access the PNX, the document of the full display. So this is the select full display record. This is what finally we are going to use here. So we have an image URL which we'll get from the image generator service. We will fetch the record from the full display using this new selector that we've just created, and we will send it to an image generator service with a subject text. What is subject text? This is this method that that I just created. It gets subject text, is getting the document and fetching from the search result PNX display, in this case title, and concatenating. Let's change it to subject. So it will bring all the tokens from the subject element in the PNX display subject, send it to a generator, image generator service that will bring a URL that we can use in our HTML here to present an image in the full display. So let's see how we map this new component in our NDE application. So this is, let's copy it and go to here and see. I think okay. So I have it here, and it's NDE full display details. Before. Let's see where is this selector located at our app. In here, we need to go into the, let's inspect, perform a search. We don't see it here because we are not in the full. Let's get into a full display of the record. This is the full display of a record. Let's inspect. And there it is. So what we are going to do is to put an image in here. This is the detail section. And let's see. Okay, let's see what was. Before and the full details before. Okay, I think that my image generator service is down. Let's bring it up. Maybe we are missing the customization. Let's add the use local custom customization. Refresh the page. Let's see if it will work. There it is. Let's wait for the service to bring our image. There it is. So we took all the water quality management, those are the tokens, and send it to a service, and this is what it came up with. Let's do something. Sports. Just for book. So Canadian children's book. So this is the subject, children, those are the subjects. And we see an image generated by those tokens. And if we will change it, use the title, and refresh the page, we will see a new image, I imagine, generated by Canadian Children Book News. Let's see. Okay, so why it's Canadian, I don't know. Okay, so this is an AI generated, so okay. So those are for the using the components and very complex, I think, use of the selector here. And we wanted to see why we need a search selector, feature selector for the search, for the display, combining them both and creating a third selector, which is the full display record. So we will see the store. In the full display, we have the search, which holds the IDs and the entities. Okay, and the full display holds the selected record, but it doesn't hold the PNX, the data that we need. So from here, which is the full display, to get to the PNX, we will need to take the record, the selected record ID, and fetch the PNX, which is mapped to this record ID. And this is what we are doing here. We're using the search and the full display, and the selected record ID is sent to the search entities, which is this element, entities, to extract the PNX. Okay, so last example that I'm going to show is about modifying the theme of the application. Here we have a file called under styles, file called customize theme. We are using SCS, CSS. And here we have three palettes. We have the primary, accent, and warm. Primary is for the primary colors in the application. We can change that for, I don't know, purple. Save it. And this is located here in our customization package. And now let's refresh the page and see that all the themes are changed to purple. See like this, like when, no, it's not. Let's refresh. Let's call with the new parameter, use local custom package equals true. Okay, so this is purple, so everything, all the primary palette is changed to use the purple theme. Okay, so now that we've seen that, let's see what we can do to upload our package to, so now that everything is working as we want to work, we can run npm. Let me see something. There is this folder. Let's delete it so you will see how it recreated again. npm run build. This will pack up all the application to a zip file that you can use to upload to your Alma environment. Shouldn't take long, depending of course the amount of code you written. Until it will end, let's go log into our Alma. This is our Alma. This is the Alma I'm using. An SQL environment. Let me go to the discovery, configure views. Let's choose the view that I want to change. This is the one. Edit, manage customization package, and here I have an option to download the current one and or upload a new customization package. Let's go back. It looks like it's done. Okay, so here we have a message. Please upload the zip file to Alma backoffice custom package section to deploy your custom model. And this is the zip that was just created. And here it is under the distribution package. This is taken from the parameters that we've seen at the beginning in the build settings file. This is the institution code, and this is the view name, and the combination of them, it's this. Okay, so let's upload it to our upload. Let's have a look at our NDE without any customization, and there is some. So this is without. We see here it's kind of an orange theme. I don't water. And save it. Let's refresh it. And we see everything that we've just written here in our production. We have this component and we have this component in the details that is generated with the image generated from our image generator service. So that is it for the NDE customization, new concept, demo. If you have questions, my email is at the end of the at the end of the presentation, of course, we will have a group and everything that will be used to support you at your first steps in the NDE new customization concept. Okay, so thank you and see you. Bye bye.